Picha, watu wake wanaenda kusherekea. Sasa huyu amefaa degree zake anaenda za masomo ya kanisa na kiroho. Lazima afalizwe degree na pambiwe degree zake. Naitwa graduate. Naitwa graduation.
Today we are talking about one of Kenya's most controversial religious figures, the one and only Prophetess Mary Akatsa. This is the woman who brought an Asian Jesus to Kawangware, married the living to the dead, and turned self-confessed criminals into gospel preachers. Let's look into this wild story, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more mind-blowing Kenyan tales. So, who was Mary Akatsa? Known as Mama Africa, Dada Mary, or simply Mami, Akatsa was the founder of the Jerusalem Church of Christ in Kawangware, Nairobi. She was born in Bunyore, Vihiga County, and married a man from Kisa, Kakamega County. But don't get it twisted, this marriage didn't last. She divorced her husband because, and I quote, she doesn't entertain adultery. Before becoming a prophetess, Akatsa's story was just as fascinating. She was taken from her parents' home at just 8 years old to work as a house help in Kikuyu, Kiambu County. It was there that she reportedly got her divine revelation to begin her ministry, and boy, did she shake things up. The real tea, this woman brought a Jesus to Kawangware in 1988. Picture this, she told her congregation to expect a special guest with a big message. On that day, a tall, bearded man in white robes, barefoot, and rocking a turban shows up. The crowd loses their minds. Jesus of Nazareth, Jesus of Nazareth, they screamed, as the man walked through the church with Akatsa by his side. Now get this Jesus spoke in Swahili and told Kenyans they were blessed. He praised Akatsa, calling her a true representative of God, and then warned that the end of the world was near. Here, he was even driven out of the church after the service, but reportedly disappeared at the 56th stage in Kawangware, fueling rumors that this might have been the real deal. Years later, though, Akatsa denied ever claiming he was Jesus. According to her, the man had just come to the church for prayers, and people were just confusing him for the Son of God. A classic case of si mimi ni wao. Jesus moment that made her a headline magnet. Oh no, Akatsa also officiated some of the most bizarre ceremonies Kenya has ever seen, the wedding of a man and his dead wife. Yup, you heard that right. In 1998, Francis Moirore Amos married his late wife Rosemary Wamboi in a full church ceremony, complete with fitted clothes, rings, and a bridal procession. Akatsa, who used to work as their house help before becoming a prophetess, presided over it all. The couple even drove the body from Kenyatta National Hospital to the church, then to their home in Kikuyu. And it didn't stop there. Just a few years ago, in 2021, Akatsa did it again, this time marrying a widow to her dead husband. The widow wore a white dress and walked alongside the casket to the altar. Akatsa called it a way to honor their bond, even in death. She said her followers viewed death as a graduation, which explains the wedding funeral combos.
Akavalishwa tayari kwa harusi hii, anabeba picha mwenda zake. Katika hali yake hii ya kumlilia mumewe, atatembea aste, na tukaambiwa hii ni njia dhehebu hili la kuwapa mkono wa buriani.
Anapigwa mapicha, watu wake wanaenda kusherekea. Sasa huyu amefaa degree zake anaenda za masomo ya kanisa na kiroho. Lazima afalizwe degree na pambiwe degree zake. Naitwa graduate. Naitwa graduation. Mwana harusi akishika bibi anadanzi na yeye akienda hivi, ni shauri harusi yake ndio hiyo. Lazima tutanzize yeye kwa maana ni harusi yake original.
But Akatsa wasn't just about theatrics, she also ran a tight ship at her church. Latecomers, be ready to run because she didn't tolerate sluggishness. Disobedient congregants, she whipped them on the spot in broad daylight. This woman didn't play.
Hata Yesu Yesu wakati aliona watapotea aliwasuaga. Akawachanganya vichwa akamwaga vitu. Ndio wakamfuata werevu akasema, mwalimu alikuwa anataka tufanye nini? Akawaambia, mtaacha kila kitu mbebe msalaba. Lazima nifuate nyayo za Yesu. Napiga kwa kitabu ya Mithali 20 mstari wa 13. Usimnyime mtoto fimbo. Swaga yeye atoke kwa simo.
Despite her controversies, Akatsa had some powerful friends. Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna credited her prayers for helping him win his campaign, and Governor Johnson Sakaja even promised to sponsor 50 students in her honor. Clearly, this prophetess had connections in high places.
Hapa Dagoretti North na Nairobi nzima tumempoteza mtu ambaye alikuwa anawasilisha sala zetu kwa Mwenyezi Mungu. Tunaomba kwamba na Mungu atutumie mwingine wa kujaza hilo pengo.
Mtanipatia yule kiongozi ya wamama na ya wazee, ile ahadi nimetoa, ahadi ni deni. Na mimi si mtu wa kusema kitu sitafanya.
Now let's talk about the millions she left behind. Property in Kawangware, Karen, Runda, Kakamega, and even Vihiga. Following her death, there was a heated row over where she should be buried. Her church members had pushed for her to be buried at the church grounds in Kawangware, while her family back in Bunyore insisted she should be laid to rest at home. Even Watuwakisa, where her estranged husband was from, had demanded she be buried there. In the end, the decision was made and she was laid to rest at the church grounds in Kawangware. This was reportedly to protect the land hosting the church, which some individuals had been eyeing. The burial ceremony was attended by thousands, with political leaders including Nairobi Senator Edwin Sifuna, who happens to be her family lawyer handling the land case.
Hiyo wakati ya yoyu, kama unakumbuka, siku hata nimechaguliwa kama senator. Na kuna mtu alikuwa anajaribu kunyang'anya mami shamba yake kule Kakamega. Akaniambia, Mungu amesema wewe Sifuna peke yake ndio unaweza kunifanyia hii kesi. Na kuanzia wakati huo tukakuwa marafiki na kijana yake Moses.
Unajua kumekuwa na wasiwasi. Kuna wale wametishia mambo ya shamba. Si ni kweli? Hii shamba ambayo ni kanisa yetu ya kipekee. Nataka mnisikie mchana kama gavana wa Nairobi. Hakuna mtu au kampuni au idara ambayo itajaribu kutishia watu wetu kwa hii kanisa.
So that's the story of Mary Akatsa, a prophetess loved, feared, and surrounded by controversy, from bringing an Asian Jesus to Kenya, marrying the dead to the living, to whipping her flock into discipline. Akatsa was truly one of a kind. But what do you think? Was she a true prophetess or just a master of drama? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Catch you next time.
Mimi mwenyewe ndio nimenunua kila kitu. Yerusalemu sichangi wangu. Hali mama wangu. Wewe alibariki mkulima na mpandaji na wakuuza na wakununua.